Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Greta and I'm documenting the process of writing my second novel, which I'm currently referring to as Project Porava. I'm participating in Camp NaNo July, and I'm actually starting off July in the Tuamotus, which I'm really excited about because part of my book is based here. Now, I'm technically on vacation for the next few days, so I'm not forcing myself to begin Camp NaNo July right away. I'm most likely going to begin when I get back, and I've already adjusted my word count so that it doesn't throw me off, and I just will write more on the other days. I promised myself that if I feel randomly inspired to write here, then I will, but if I don't, I'm just going to spend the time brainstorming things like my plot and my outline, and kind of develop the characters by jotting down some notes and just being in the brainstorming phase. I'm really excited to be here. I've already started getting some new ideas for the book and for characters just by spending time on this island, and I'm going to spend a little bit more time today taking some notes. Also, if you're new here, as I said before, I am referring to my project as Project Porava. It is a Pirates of the Caribbean meets Hawaiian mythology fantasy adult novel. I live in Tahiti and I'm Polynesian, so I really feel like this is just the perfect project for me, and this is actually my first Camp NaNo. But let me take you back and show you a little bit of the trip. So we flew from Tahiti to Tikehau, which is an island in the Tuamotu. When we pulled up to the private motu where we were staying, it was a little rainy and very windy, but it was still so beautiful. As you can see, the water is crystal clear. So much of the hotel was made out of coral, and it was so stunning. And then this is the walk to the bungalows. There's just a couple different bungalows. They're all unique, and they just really inspired me for the kind of bungalows I want in a certain part of the book. Then I headed to the beach. I spent so much time just in the water and in the sun on this trip. Here's a little shark. I absolutely love sharks. I had a lot of fun swimming with them. I really found so much inspiration everywhere on the island. I passed by this tree and there was this knife sticking into it, and it just inspired me for one of the fight scenes, and it was just such a wonderful trip to be able to just let my imagination run wild. I promised myself that if I felt like sitting down and writing, I would, but to be totally honest, I did not want to be on my laptop at all. I did not open it one time. I think because I work remotely on my laptop, I just associate it with work a lot of the time, and I just really wanted to disconnect. And so I really just used this time to take notes and to read and just to enjoy. Okay, tuning in. This is a couple hours later. I did some reading on my Kindle. I'm currently reading Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I do like the book, but I'm having a hard time really buying into the characters. I feel like the constant interaction between every single character is this banter, whether it's like the Imperial that is with her, or Kit, or Kai. I'm only like 12 chapters in, so stay with me. I feel like the dialogue is the same with every single character, and so it's making them not feel very separate to me or unique, I guess. And that's my biggest critique so far. I'm having a hard time getting into it because I just don't see how specific relationships are standing out. I also feel like it's just one of those things where some of the characters are too perfect and just doesn't feel very believable or realistic to me, but of course it is fiction, so it's not meant to be super realistic. I put that book away, technically closed it since it's on my Kindle, and then I started reading a local Polynesian love story book that was just in my room, and that was pretty good. Now I'm gonna go spend some time in the water, dive a little bit, but I wanted to say that just being here, I definitely have gotten a lot more insight as to little things I want to add into my book, and just little details I want to give my characters. For example, there is this beautiful bird cage here with some really interesting tropical birds. Basically the main love interest. I always thought about him having a bird or some kind of animal. I just think little things like that are fun and make the character more unique, and I definitely want to add that. I've also just been really inspired by the scenery and just inspired to add a lot more description In my book, of course, that's not something I'm really focusing on the zero draft, but I think when I come back to do like a final draft, making sure I come back to the places where the book is based is going to be really important to make sure I'm really capturing all those descriptors. Besides that, I'm actually just anxious to get back into my routine and start with my writing routine and really just dive in and kick off NaNo. It's been really nice having this first few days of July, though, to just be in this brainstorming creativity phase. This might be the end of the vlog. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm definitely going to go enjoy the rest of the day, get in the water. Something that I love about writing and being an author in general, I feel like so much of the work is done when you're not actually like pressing pen to paper or typing. We write so much just in our heads throughout the day. And I learned so much about Project Porava when I'm just out enjoying the nature and living, and that's really cool. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until I see you next time, take care.